Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Miguel Antonio Barragon, and Andrew, pictured on the left, is just a picture, missing in action. Miguel and I are going video bound because I've actually got the weigh-in behind us. We're going to get this up and down for you awfully quick. So first and foremost, go to fightnetradio.media. Go follow us on Facebook at fight.net.radio. And of course, follow at FightFiendMigs on Instagram. I'm sure you will constantly update with shit, right?
Yep, every day. Fight schedules every weekend.
So you're going to put tidbits up about this or anything?
I might. I think that as far as the results go, once the fight is over, I'm not, because I've put the fight schedule headed up. Oh man, I was watching this earlier with the gloves thing. Anyway, yeah, I put up the fight schedule so it shows what time the fight starts and whatnot. So afterwards, I'll probably put the results.
Since both of these guys are working today and I'm just sitting around jacking off and getting ready to actually go work out, Miguel, who is actually working in the same tank top as me, let's talk about the glove meme shit that's going around real quick. All right, so the two significant events in the past 24 hours. Number one, the weigh-in occurred. Nothing, let's talk about that first. Did anything come up about this weigh-in that's actually happening behind me?
I mean, not really. There were just a couple of things to note. Wilder looked freaking yoked. Like he looked like, I mean, he did come in heavier, but like not that much. I think it was like 7 pounds heavier than I think his last fight. So nothing crazy, but yeah, that 7 pounds was like mass. Dude looked, he doesn't look as tight or ripped. He just looks like voluminous. So he just like added some extra mass to him. His legs still look as puny as ever. So I don't think he could do anything about that. But other than that, it was like the opposite with Fury. Fury weighed in with his t-shirt on, which I think he did in the last fight as well. But just, doesn't want to show his belly, I suppose. I don't know what his issue is. I mean, it's not like the weight heavyweights have a limit.
I feel
anyway.
like he almost didn't train. Like this is almost a comedy.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that though. Like he did come in a couple of pounds heavier than last time as well. But again, nothing crazy. But it could be a different type of weight for all we know. That does kind of bring a little bit of doubt in my head, thinking that maybe he didn't prepare as well.
All right, which takes us to drama today. Drama today was, okay, here are the gloves. Now all the conspiracy theory fans are already doing the
the built-in excuse.
Oh, there's no padding in those gloves either. Bullshit. I've seen the memes. I've seen them in the forums. Are those the gloves? Are they regulation gloves as far as you know?
Yes. I mean, I've seen the video of him testing them out. Like the video that I see actually has someone cut the gloves, so you can actually have the inside of the foam, looking at the inside of the foam of both Tyson's gloves and I think his gloves as well, or just a comparison glove or an example glove, and they have the exact same width of padding on there. It's just that these Everlast ones that he's wearing are more like the Mexico styles that include stuffing of like horsehair or something.
Toledo type thing.
Yeah. So they just look like they're more wrinkled, but it's the same amount of padding and it's the same weight as far as ounces go. But I mean, they went as far as like cutting the damn gloves up so he can look at them side by side.
All right. With all of that said, this is the betting show. You don't need us to do another 2 hours of dialogue about the fight. We've gone over it infinitum. So I will give you Andrew's pick because Andrew wants to be home for the fight.
Right.
And said, I can't even take 5 minutes to call in. He literally said that. Send your hate mail to @AndrewRoberche on social media.
Send all of it there.
Whatever. I completely understand. I actually screwed up last night. I was out with someone on a business meeting. And it went really long. I was up in Oceanside. I was even going to go over and see my daughter's homecoming game. And then I found out she wasn't going to perform and it was all homecoming shit. And since I was an abused nerd in high school, I don't know shit about homecoming or football. Or I was on the wrestling team, for God's sakes. All right. All of that out of the way. Nobody wants to hear about my vile high school existence of... Lee, why did you learn how to fight in jiu-jitsu and boxing and spend most of your adult life learning every violent form of hurting people? Yeah, I was abused. Aren't we glad we had this time together, everyone?
Right. Doesn't it feel therapeutic, right?
Yeah, that's why at 53, I look like I'm in better shape because than I have in my entire life. Go watch the videos. I look better than when I was stage fighting. Why? I'm insecure and I still need daddy's love. Aren't we glad we had this? I know I'm getting a Sam Navajero.
You need a hug.
I'm getting a Sam Navajero email typing. I can feel it as I'm doing it. If you're not watching the video, there is video. If you're listening to the audio, if you're listening to the audio, there's video. Go to @fight.net.radio. You can see me and Miguel watching the quote unquote weigh-ins behind us on the screen. And there's a picture of Andrew over there to our side, which we don't see because I'm dubbing in later, but I'm like, I'm gonna point at it. It would be, you got to point this way.
Oh,
yeah, right.
Okay.
He would be over here. That picture right there.
That's Andrew right there.
That's Andrew. It's hard to do it when you don't have, it's like green screen.
I know, when it's like post-production.
Story of my life, man. I just finished the new studio, and that's why I'm actually doing this. I finished the new studio, and now it's the size of an actual room, green screened all the way around. I can have 20 people in here on green screen. All right, enough of that. I'm really just technically stalling to make this an actual worthwhile 10 minutes of your life, and Miguel probably wants to eat and go back to his job.
Oh, don't worry about me eating. I can eat while I'm working, so don't worry about that.
All right. Let's do what you guys care about. I will always go last. If you are new to this and you're watching the video going, what's the big deal? Okay, Miguel, how is my track record on picking fights almost to the exact outcome?
Pretty damn good. I mean, we did it recently with what was the most recent fight? I can't remember what fight it was, but literally like the last fight. You got it was Usyk.
Usyk, and I'm the only guy who called it exactly for what it was. Down to the detail. I'm actually more surprised that they didn't try to fix it a little harder than they actually did. The only thing I got horribly wrong was the Pacquiao thing. I recommend going and seeing the episode after that for everybody, and I explain why I screwed it up. It's not like I missed predicting the lottery. I missed an obvious fact about it and changed a lot of minds based on the emails we've read where people go, yeah, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, and now that he's running for president, it's really obvious that he's telling people that he was thinking about running for president, and this is probably his last fight, which means Al went out of his way to make sure that he got no chance. He didn't get a fucking scorecard. It was ridiculous.
No. Yeah.
All right. All of that out of the way, I've qualified. Miguel is a longtime fan and reporter for the game. First time watching the video. And Andrew is a longtime reporter. You can look them both up. They both have stuff all over. So I'll give Andrew's pick for Andrew. Andrew said, Tyson Fury by stoppage, KO, knockout. For those of you who know nothing about betting, it works out KO, stoppage, et cetera, et cetera. He didn't quote around. He's going to play it very generically and safe. I like the way he rolls. There's Andrew's pick. I turn to you, Miguel Antonio Barragan. What do you think the big white whale behind me is going to do with the Bombsy squad?
Well, he's going to club him like he's a seal, basically, is what he's going to try to do. I expect him to once again use his strength and his height and his power. I think he now knows what he can take. He knows he can take Deontay's best punch and not put him down or put him out, I should say. So I think he's going to come in a little bit more reckless, maybe, which could leave him susceptible to stuff. But I don't anticipate him coming in that reckless, like enough to where he knows that Deontay doesn't have the power to hurt him, which is crazy to say. I mean, fuck, Deontay did knock out the Bombsy squad, right? So
to this day.
I'm expecting Fury to basically walk him down. Just looking at Deontay's legs, like this dude is just unstable as shit. So he knows he has that doubt. He knows what that power feels like coming from Fury, and even if the punch is not flush the way that right hand that knocked him down in the second round was, just that impact, that clubbing power, he knows how much weight Fury can put behind his shot. So he's the one that's going to be retreating most of the time, and I feel that Fury's going to take the center of the ring, and I don't see the fight going the distance. I don't see how Wilder's going to hang on. I feel like it's going to be a late round stoppage. I do feel that Fury's going to win. Yeah, well, Fury's going to win. And that's my prediction ultimately. But I want to be a little bit more specific because I like being specific, even if I'm totally fucking wrong. I like being
you've got the overall winner, and that's always to fall back on. So like on Sunday when we record, I picked the winner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is
but
what
you
I did with
also said
Usyk, as a matter of
16
fact.
other things, asshole.
Yeah, right. I mean, I tell people this shit all the time. It's like, this is a 50-50 chance of you getting it right. It's literally a coin toss. You call it, and then, you say like, oh yeah, look, I called it, right? Like, yeah, you had a 50-50 shot. Get the fuck out of here. So anytime anyone asks me for a prediction, or I ask for them a prediction of them, I not only tell them who's going to win, how. I ask them how. Like, how's he going to win? Tell me how he's going to win. Then you'll know if they know their shit or not. So anyway, I'm going to go with Tyson, of course. I do expect a late stoppage. I'm thinking 9th, 10th round. It won't crack the championship rounds. I'm gonna say it's gonna be another rest stoppage. Like, no one's gonna throw in the towel, but he's gonna be up against. I mean, I'm almost looking at it like the second fight. He's going to be on his feet. He's going to be up against the ropes, and the referee's going to jump in. So I'm expecting a late round. I'm thinking 9th, 10th round stoppage victory for Tyson Fury, and then on to hopefully the winner of Usyk and AJ.
Am I allowed to have what I want dream-wise to happen?
Well, yeah. I mean, I do that shit all the
In
time.
my
I'm like,
dream,
look,
before I
I
tell you
want this
guys,
person
yeah,
to
they
win.
want to know
or
how
this
to
person.
bet it, and I'm consistently right. I'm better than Mr. Vegas and all those other fucktards.
Dave, or whatever.
Like,
name is.
whatever, right? The guy who claims to have the high percentage or whatever that is. For
Mm.
those longtime listeners of the show, or those of you that happened over this video because I just got a wild hair up my ass to do lots of marketing and push it out. And there's real video for a rarity. Now that I can do it. Let me qualify. I really am that consistent on telling you how to bet your money and make money. And that's a big deal to me because I figure that most of you are blue collar schmoes who work 9 to 5, who don't have your own studio, and you're having people over to your studio tonight. And I'm having casual fans over to Perfect Blue Studio. So I'm actually a little worried about it. I've been cooking meat so that I can sit there and watch heavyweights for 4 hours. My dream ending, okay? Or my dream, I'll give you my dream card in order. The 4 undercard heavyweight fights, or 3, whatever it is. Fuck it.
I think it's 3.
3, right? They all end in first round knockouts, and they're stuck with a 3-hour window until the fight, right? So they start on time at 8:00. That's the first thing I want to happen. We all know they're not going to start this fight till 8:30. You can go set your watch by it. They're not walking till 8:30, and that first punch isn't going to be thrown till about 9:00. And that's because that's what they tell the big bettors. There you go. There's a little Vegas insight for those of you in Vegas looking for the outcome. You would be a glorified fool not to take, if you're just taking the safe bet, at -2 to 250, depending on the casino in Vegas. I've looked it all up. You would take that easy, sweet ass return on your money and just bet a boatload of cash on Tyson Fury and take the -250. But that's not why you tune in to me. You tune in for the crazy shit I'm about to say. So let's get crazy, shall we? First of all, it is Tyson Fury by stoppage KO, and love it, right? Last, I have not checked what the overs and unders are, so I can't quote it. So here's what I would say. If the overs and unders, and my guess, when did he stop him last time? What round?
7th.
Right. So the overs, unders, I would probably say 8.5 it's gonna be right around there, right?
Okay.
I'll even go further out on a limb. If the overs and unders are 7.5 rounds, right? I'm taking the unders under 7.5. Anything, if the line is like 10 or 11 or 12, I'm definitely taking the unders. And if they're doing a 6-round split, fuck that, I'm taking the overs. This is going past 6 rounds for sure. That's bet number 1. As you know, I like to parlay because that's the way I roll in Vegas. You can't do it everywhere. You got to ask for it. And you're going to only be able to do it at the MGM with an override on a prop bet. Now, if you can get it, I like that bet, first of all, because that's going to be about even money. My second bet, if I can parlay, I would parlay that with Tyson Fury straight up. Okay. That's a no-brainer bet. Those 2 items, under 7.5 rounds, anything under 7.5 rounds, I love that bet with Tyson Fury by KO stoppage, etc. I haven't seen a crazy drop on the DQ, disqualification, draw stuff. So that's probably not going to happen. Here's the other, here's my hedge before I give you my real bet. Okay. And what I would bet were I in Vegas. Number one, this is a PBC controlled event. So anything that's close or sketchy, the referee in the ring and the referees outside are giving it to Deontay 100%. 100%. So don't be surprised when you see a horse shit ending happen. This is not Bob's control. So Tyson has to do his business. And I'm sure Bob's had that talk with him. I'm sure Bob has had that. Look, these referees were picked by them. They have questionable experience in the past doing questionable things. You got to go in there and handle your business. Don't play around with him. This isn't a game. Quicker the better. Let's go home. That should be the talk of everybody in his camp. All right, I've said that. Now here's my bet. I will take any unders under 7.5. I won't go much lower than 7.5. If the line is 6.5, it's real hard for me to say that one. 7.5, I'm willing to do it. If not, I'm laying off. And I will take the Tyson Fury by KO, which will drop about a half point, right? So instead of minus 200, I think I can, I've seen it minus 150 to minus 200, depending on this casino. So I'm taking that with the parlay of almost even money of under 7.5 rounds, which if you use an odds calculator, kids, that should not only get you to even money, that will get you to plus 100 plus or minus, which means winner. I'm not only making even money, I'm making, an extra buck per buck on an extra buck on the deal, basically. I like that bet. So I will say that's slower for the non-boxing crowd. I think it will be under 7.5 rounds. I think Tyson Fury will win by KO or stoppage. That bet combined, if you can parlay it, and that's what I would bet, or I would do two separate bets of 100 apiece, right? Get a true even money on the unders, and I would get $80 back if he knocks him out. And that's a straight bet, and it's a hedge as well by taking the straight bets. I said I would straight bet it to Tyson Fury by knockout, which would be minus. He's 50? Going off at about minus 250. So yeah, I would probably get it down to I haven't seen the board. I would say it's got to be minus 175 or minus 200. It's got to be. It's the only outcome that makes sense. Now, with that said, Tyson Fury has gone the distance many times with big hitters and managed to pull off the decision. So maybe you might even get it at minus 100, maybe minus 150. Whatever the case, I like those two, and they're called prop bets. These aren't straight bets. That's my pick. Is there anything you'd like to add about said spectacular event?
I mean, I anticipated it being a pretty good fight, albeit one-sided. It's going to be a one-sided club, and I feel like, but I kind of feel like one of the reasons why Wilder decided to add the additional mass was so he can be able to take the punches a little bit better. Whether or not that's going to help his puny ass legs with whatever outfit he intends to wear on the way to the ring is another story. But I feel like he is going to come in better conditioning. If he was finished in 7 rounds in the first fight, if he comes in better conditioning here, which supposedly he is, I anticipate him going above it. I still don't think he's going to make the distance, but that's one of the reasons why I decided to go with the 9th, 10th round finish. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to betting, because I'm quite unfamiliar with it, anytime I bet, I always bet on the straight bet. I've done the mistake. Well, I think it was, as a matter of fact, AJ and Ruiz won, where it was like I bet on the fucking over 6.5 rounds. I figured Ruiz would be able to stand in there, and it was like barely fucking under. I was like, God damn it. So I'm like, I don't want to do that shit anymore. For everything from then on has always been the straight bet, even if I don't parlay it, if it's just a straight bet. But it would be, I make the predictions as specific as possible. But when I put money on it, I don't want to be that specific.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm telling you what to put money on. And right. I mean, the safe bet here is Tyson Fury by stoppage. But here's my dream outcome. We talked about it on Fight Net Radio. And if you're not a Fight Net Radio, this is the last time I'm going to plug it. Go to fightnetradio.media. Sign up and get our show. We put it out once or twice a week, depending on big fights or not. We get one show out per week. Sometimes it's a little late because that dude works. And, we're working around schedules like today with Andrew. If you didn't know this about your favorite writers, they all have day jobs, except for Dan Raphael. Insert picture here. Wait, where would it be? It would be
it's going to be a big picture.
Okay, I'll blow it up on the screen. Insert picture here.
Yeah.
He is the largest living landmass. He eats all day like a sea cow, so that he can get on a plane and go to Vegas.
Yes, and then get more.
And
food.
if you're wondering if I fat shamed at the end of this video, hashtag fat shame.
Yes.
Says the guy who eats keto all the time. I cook so much.
Hashtag fat phobic. We're fat phobic. Hashtag fat phobic.
I made bacon chips. I made.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my God.
I'm about
bacon
to go have
chips,
some sausage and eggs right now, son.
Meatballs, and then I stripped the chicken. I have nothing but stuff for tonight, so I could sit there with a bag and scarf it down. All right, people. Sorry, I got off track. Thinking about my life of I still have to go work out, maybe nap, just to be in the mood to watch this thing. And there's casual fans coming over. If you're a regular Fight Net Radio person, you understand. It's hard when this is a casual fan fight, and they're going to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and they're not even going to watch the undercard. They're going to be basically like, "What time is the fight?" They're gonna turn to you in the middle of the fight, like, "Who's winning?" Like, geez, nothing.
And they're going to say "dun da da" constantly about a fighter, and it's going to make you fucking mental. I'm just being honest.
Like, punch him in the face. Like,
or they'll talk about. When I was at the bar watching the fight last time in Vegas, they were talking about shit that was going on in boxing. That was. I had it also with an Uber driver while I was in Vegas telling me about boxing. I'm like, no, that's not true.
Yeah, right.
How do you know? Whatever.
Take my word for it.
It's not. Yeah. What? I've only been doing this since 2006.
Yeah, only.
Whatever. Consuming that much boxing media since 2006. That should be the title
of the show.
All right, here's the dream that I would love to see happen. I would like all of you. If you don't know this about me, I meditate and I manifest and I journal to. We all think that this is somewhat of a kinder, gentler Lee as of lately. Yeah, the last breakup has really fucked me up, and I've reverted back to being a bit dicky.
All right,
a lot dicky.
I mean, no.
Yeah, right. By the way. You're one. There are like 3 people who are like, cool. He's back. It's like Venom. It's like Venom comes out of me, and they're like, it's fun when you do that.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You guys said that. I already feel Sam Navajero typing, going, yes, Lee. You've already spent too long qualifying.
Yes.
Yeah, we have casual fans watching, Sam. If you don't know, Sam Navajero is our producer. Look at the title sequence. You'll see a really cool outlay. The 4 people you see right on the front are actually the team. In fact, I'll insert picture here of Sam Navajero.
Voila.
Isn't that a wrestler who does the 10?
Is it? I don't know.
That was a guy in the WWE who was doing the perfect 10.
Damn, I haven't watched it in a minute. I mean, I try to keep up with it. I remember Daniel Bryan with the Yes.
Daniel Bryan's now AEW.
Yes, I'm familiar with that.
I'm very excited. I might actually watch AEW.
Oh, you know what? I got freaking Hulu and like the package, the next package, just so I can have TNT, so I can watch it on Wednesdays. It's pretty fucking tight. It is pretty tight.
It? I got the last pay-per-view downloaded. I'm gonna start there and then just kind of jump into the deep water. Sorry, we digress again. We're making it kind of into a show. We've stalled now long enough. This is the dream outcome. We've talked about it on the show. We all really want to see this. I want it to be Rocky IV. I so want this to be a Rocky IV ending where he gets really fucked up in round 4 or 5, comes back and spits blood into the bucket with the zoom in, and he's looking at his corner and
like, don't you dare stop,
champ, you got to stop. You got to stop on your stool, champ. You can't do no more, champ. You can't do no more. He looks at him, bombs his squad till this day, bitches.
They want to see their king.
They want to see their king. I'll go out on my shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Want it so bad, I can taste it with that audio clip that I would then play forever as the intro to the show. Not forever, but certainly long enough. Then he comes back out with the look over his shoulder at his wife, who's not looking back at him. She's already looking for another guy in the crowd.
Yeah, she's looking for her next meal ticket.
Yes, absolutely. Or she's sitting with Adam Kaunaki.
Oh,
I'm going with the fat Polak.
Yeah. Right.
It's an even better scenario. All right. And the last part of the scenario, right, is Malik Scott standing there holding the towel, looking over, and he does the Apollo Creed and stop this, right? Till this day, like he squeaks one more out or something as he's getting hit.
Yeah.
Till this day, right? Boom. Bombsy Squad. Boom. Like Tyson Fury starts to beat it, and the referee, as we talked about, is like, "Do you want me to stop the fight or not?" You won't stop nothing, right? Malik's holding the towel at that point, and then literally as he's about to throw it, he gets caught finally with massive head trauma that I think actually makes him smarter. I'm making this clear. I don't want him hurt. I want him beat like Mike Tyson.
You want him improved.
Nice. No, I want the Mike Tyson thing, right? When Lennox Lewis beat him till he was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Up until that point, if you don't know the history, Mike Tyson was a raging hard-on of a dick until Lennox Lewis beat the fuck out of him.
Gave him a paint job.
Right? I say this to everybody. You can always tell a person who's never been beat up. They have no humility whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw it last night in a parking lot. Some kid turned. I said, "What did you say?" This kid turned on me. It's like, "I'll fuck you up." And the first thing I thought was, "You've never been beat."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ever. Or you've never gone to jail, one or the other. So I'm telling you.
Most likely it's the never gone beat part, I'm sure.
Yeah. Never got beat. And I was debating being the guy to show him what getting beat looks like. Except there's no defense for like 3-on-1. So I have to be kind of smart. I learned that in jiu-jitsu. There's no such thing as a 3-on-1 defense. There is run. So
yes.
I had to play it cool. I digress. Now, as he's falling and taking the Mike Tyson-esque beating that will make him a normal human being come Monday, he's falling in slow motion as Malik drops the towel almost in succession.
Mm-hmm. Face down.
Rocky
Has to go face down.
Oh my God, how great would it be if he's like laying there twitching and doing the straight up? Come on, you want it, don't you? Admit
and
it.
And then everybody runs in and is like, get out of the way, get out of the way.
Get out of the way, get out of the way. And Malik's cradling his head.
Right.
And then Tyson Fury's standing up there and if he dies, he dies.
And
does the actual Drago accent
the Russian
as
accent.
He's standing over a knocked out Tyson Fury. If he did that, he would be goddamn legendary. You want to hear about what would make him in boxing? You knock him out, you're standing up there, and the first thing you do is you turn and look at the camera and go, if he dies, he dies.
Oh, damn.
Like a throwaway shrug off, right? The way he would do it. Because he's that smart, right?
The guy who wants a body on his record ends up being a body on someone else's record.
Oh,
the irony.
How great would that be to the end of his career? How great would that be?
That would be epic. That would be
right?
so epic. Yeah.
It'd be the greatest fight of all time. There would be no heavyweight fight that could make that even better. That's literally Babe Ruth-esque of pointing over the field.
Calling it where it's going,
You actually remembered to throw the Rocky line while the dude was knocked out.
Right.
Bitching.
Of all things that could be running through your mind, you have the presence of mind.
Completely full circle. I guess it was what he wore to the ring. If he dies, he dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I got a body on my record. And then you walk off, drop the mic. Like you got all three in.
Yep.
And then start swinging Sweet Caroline to the crowd again.
No. What does he sing? He sings American Pie. He sings American Pie.
Yeah, he does American Pie.
That's his deal.
But they'll do if you guys don't know this, you'll get your first taste of it. Sweet Caroline is sung at all English events. It's like a thing. They'll come out to Rocky or whatever, and then they'll all do Sweet Caroline right behind it. It's a thing. It's really a thing.
It's kind of annoying at some point.
Actually, I found out that that's a Boston Red Sox thing too.
What?
They do that in the 7th inning at Boston Red Sox.
No shit.
No shit. Found out from Killian.
Why that song?
And they've been doing it for like 30 years.
What?
No shit. Learned a lot this week.
Sounds like it.
What happens when Lee's not home and he's home all the time and not dating and miserable? You learn like new boring fucking facts about baseball, which is still the most boring game on the planet. Killian loves baseball.
I appreciate baseball. I still think it's boring, but I appreciate it. I
I'll
do
watch
appreciate
the World
it.
Series.
Yeah,
I will.
I appreciate the stuff that they do.
Did you hear what Tampa Bay did? Tampa Bay was eating popcorn in their route in the first game of their series. They were literally on the bench popping popcorn.
Yikes.
I can't make that shit up. 8 guys on the bench were eating popcorn between innings. Fuck.
All right.
That's confidence shit.
No kidding.
What's next? Hot dogs?
Yeah.
I digress. We made this into a full show for all of you. Everybody tune in next week. Sorry for the background noise. I left the studio window open, and we've had a train and then a motorcycle.
A bike.
I know
Sounds
it
like
won't
my
be that.
place here, dude. There's a dude who comes around. Sometimes I catch him on my videos when I'm
It's
recording
a
my YouTube videos. Some dude
soundproof.
just goes around the freaking. Oh, it's yours. Is sound. Oh, you open the window. You said.
Yeah, no, I opened
Yeah.
up all of it. The back doors open, the screen's open, the other screen's open. I don't want to turn the AC on, man. I'm
Yeah.
spending $300 a month cooling the Perfect
Oy.
Blue Studios location because I just around the clock at 71 degrees. I have to live in
Hey,
eternal
yeah.
darkness.
Oh, yeah. Just know you're gonna pay for it, but I don't give a damn. I will. That's how I do it here in Vegas, man. I know damn well that my AC is gonna be running like down to freaking 69 in the summer. So I'm like, I know I'm gonna pay for it. Let me just, have the money ready.
There you go. Next time we come out there with Andrew, we'll have him look at your unit to make sure it's healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's where Andrew is right now, staring at a bunch of wires. God
Yeah.
bless him.
Doing the MacGyver thing, like not figuring out, not knowing which wire to cut.
Oh no, he knows.
Yeah, hell no.
He knows. And I say crazy shit like, dude, I've been running. There's a show where I was talking about running my air conditioning for like 6 consecutive days, and I said it's on fire. Were you there? And I was telling him, it burst into flames. Is that a bad thing? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't went out of the house.
There you guys go. Enjoy the fight tonight. We'll try to record tomorrow. We'll try. We like you guys. We'll try. But we'll certainly by Monday night make sure to get you guys our complete feelings on the fight and the outcome. Keep an eye on at fight.net.radio. If you're listening to this as a regular listener, go watch the video. You can watch me and Miguel watching the weigh-ins and pointing at people. And I'm probably doing all kinds of cool stuff and dropping in photos or none at all. Maybe I'm just fucking lazy and I just turn around and put this video out because it's 12:30 in the afternoon and the fight card starts in 5 hours. So that gives me really roughly 30 minutes to edit, upload, and disperse or add all the after effects. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. What would you do?
You got time. I would say probably take a nap first.
Add a couple of drop-ins and
yeah. Well, we definitely want to add the the.
I'm going to add an Andrew picture for sure. I mean,
yeah. Well, that's that mandatory. We got to add that.
And then
but I would
maybe
say
a logo.
Can't forget the.
Right, there's a logo in a corner somewhere. I mean,
somewhere in there. Yeah. Every time we mention somebody like Dan Rayfield or something, or
yeah, I've got to go through and find my. Damn.
Yeah, or try to like Photoshop
find the
this
fattest picture or the one.
The
broken chair photo. Do we still have that?
Jesus. Oh, I mean, it's not really a broken chair. It's just him sitting on the chair.
Yeah, poor chair. Chair versus that ass.
Yes, I regret to this day not recording that shit.
I would really like to know how his wife has sex with him, if they're still married.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
I don't think
the diabetes alone would not allow it.
Yes, the overweight. I mean, the obesity and the diabetes. That dude, and he's gonna need a pump to keep it up. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work.
Absolutely. Hey, shout out to Dan. TRT, buddy. TRT.
Yeah.
You think this is real?
Go keto.
This right here, not real. TRT. Clenbuterol.
It'll do wonders.
Holy shit! I'm ready to run the Kentucky Derby.
Yes, I can imagine.
Sex 15 times a day if I had a partner other than myself. But TRT, clenbuterol, people, everything that Andrew and I have talked about, it's true. That's a great way to end the show. Go buy illegal, illicit drugs and start fucking pumping them into your veins.
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
For everybody.
Have a great fight time tonight. We definitely go to VIPfrontrow.net if you're not going to pay for it, which this one I might actually pay for.
Really?
I want a high def picture.
Yeah, I was thinking about it myself because I know that my stream is my legal stream is going to be getting stuck every so often. So I'm sure I was thinking about hopping over
for the
different
65 inch in the front room because it's a 4K, right? The one in Perfect Blue Studio is a big giant high def 4K. I want the HD. I don't want any fucking around. This is the real deal.
Especially if you're having people come over. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah, I got to be nice. They're liable to write reviews.
Yeah, right.
All right, everybody. Have a great time tonight. We will see you very soon. Thanks.